In this demonstration, we'll show you how to manage your inventory using Dynamics 365 Business Central. We'll begin by showing you how to check the item availability, if you're using multiple locations or warehouses, what that looks like. Then we'll follow the process of assembling an order, so creating a kit. And then we'll leverage technology, AI or artificial intelligence, to predict some of the inventory needs that I may not realize I need in my business. Let's begin. We're going to go ahead and do a check item availability by location. Once I recognize the shortages, I'm going to have to create that purchase order and then I'll confirm that purchase order. So I'm logged into Dynamics 365 Business Central. Immediately, I'll click on the items list. And this just gives me such an insightful graphical view of each of the items. But more importantly, it does also display the quantity that we have on hand. And you'll see here at the bottom, I'm looking at this Atlanta whiteboard. We have 10 units in stock. Now I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick search. I'm looking for a particular report, and I can either use the Alt key or just do a search. And I'm going to type in order planning, select order planning. And recalling from the quick view, right, we had 10 of those whiteboards that were currently in stock. However, when I run the demand planning here, you can see that the current demand that we are actually short two of the units. So we've got demand for 12, I have 10 in stock. What I want to do next is also see what's that availability by location. So even though in my current scenario that you see here, I don't have any inventory across other warehouses, it's important to show that this capability is available. And again, notice the requirement is 12, excuse me. We've got 10 on hand. I need to create, somehow get two into stock to satisfy that customer. Well, with a single click, I can actually create or make an order from this window, and I can create that purchase order, and I'll select OK. Now notice that Atlanta whiteboard is no longer listed under the order planning window, so we can go ahead and close this out. And then you'll see if I open up purchase orders, this is the recent purchase order I created ending in 007. We have a need for two additional of these Atlanta whiteboards. And then, of course, I won't go through this, but you would follow the standard process in Business Central of creating or posting the purchase order. I'll email that to the vendor and then follow the standard receiving processes. So next, what I want to do is assemble the order. Obviously, we're not going to assemble it until the sales order, but again, based on demand, what I'll do is I'll create the new sales order. I'll select the customer from the drop down, in this case, a Datum Corporation. And then under the items, I want to go ahead and sell this conference package. And this is one of the items which is comprised of several items that we have in inventory. I'll go ahead and enter in a quantity of one. And notice I get that there isn't enough in inventory to satisfy this customer demand. I'll select yes. And to the right of the column that's titled quantity to assemble, you'll see that there's an ellipsis. Again, let's go ahead and select that from the drop down. And now the conference package you see here is comprised of a number of different items, right? 1965W, 1953W, and there's also a unit of measure 1 hour of labor by one of our consultants or one of our resources. Now, from the sales order, I can either select Alt Q or I can use the search box here, type in assembly orders. And again, when I open that on the current page, that will help now by posting the assembly order. This places the kit essentially into inventory. Then once this is complete, I can use this. I'm able to complete and post that sales order. So now I've got that conference package. It's been assembled. And now I just need to go ahead and post that. The third and final step was just leveraging some of the technology around artificial intelligence to help me understand what I actually need in my inventory and better manage that. So just as we did earlier, I'll select on the items. Now I'll draw your attention over the bottom right corner. Now reviewing our items, right, in this embedded app for the sales and inventory forecast app, you can see that we have a very strong sales forecast that is currently selected for the next few months. When I choose the drop down here, I can say, well, let me take a look at what the inventory forecast looked like. And that, again, after 2 months, I'm going to have some issues here. It appears that we are going to be short, and I need to be able to notify somebody, or better yet, assuming I'm in a role where I can procure those items, I can immediately create a purchase order for the additional 43 items so that we don't fall short and upset our customers. Now, before I go ahead and perform that, you'll notice actually get a notification, a smart notification that says, pointing me out the fact that I actually order additional items from this vendor. Again, so some of that artificial intelligence or Cortana intelligence is telling me that you may want to take advantage of some additional discounts. Maybe I can get better terms by adding all these items into a single purchase invoice. So I'll go ahead and post that. And again, in this scenario was just to show you some ways in which we can help address the improved decision making and how we manage our inventory level and supporting our customer demand.